Welcome back
Welcome! Puzzles.
to demonstrating why I was able to solve this, but not anything else.
Yeah. Well, you mean everything else but this?
Yeah. I think this has been a wonderful example of how my head works.
It's great.
I think in all sorts of roundabout and complex pokey ways, but never the straightforward ones.
Yeah.
When it's important.
Yeah, absolutely. If it's right in your face, you're like, nah, screw that. I'm gonna search for a secret hidden meaning. They'll explain everything. But, you know, maybe that's not...
Maybe that's not the point.
Yeah, maybe that's not the point.
Maybe it's not the point. Unfortunately, I don't think that way, so we're probably gonna stumble on a few fucking obvious ones.
That's alright.
Let's go. Who should we get a puzzle from next? Oh, no, Ava, fuck. 5 points.
You fucked up!
What about those two? Shannon, Cannon. So it looks like they'll put up a good fight.
Yay!
Do you need something, Ava-sama? Angie-sama?
Don't be stupid, Nae-san. They're asking us for puzzles.
Oh, my apologies.
Shannon! Oh.
Shannon was as absent-minded as ever. However, Cannon looked extremely calm and would probably have a well-polished puzzle ready.
Okay, I'll go first. Use that time to think up a puzzle, Nae-san.
Okay, sorry.
So, if I'm buying time for Nae-san to think up a puzzle, I'll have to make one tricky enough to keep you stumped for a while.
You've got guts, kid. Let's have it, shall we? Show us the hardest one you've got. Don't provoke him, I want an easy one.
Sorry. That's one of the funniest line in this whole puzzle scene. He was like, stop telling them to make a hard one. I want to make it really easy so I can get all the medals. It's so good. Now that I have Ava-sama's permission, allow me to present an insanely difficult puzzle.
Leave this to me, I'll solve it.
Scully King once decided to give out prizes to the learned people of his land. The one who won the copper prize got 29 gold coins. The one who won the silver prize got 47 gold coins. The one who won the gold prize got 79 gold coins. So how many gold coins were given to the one who won the platinum prize? Blah. The platinum prize.
The platinum prize.
30 coins, 57 coins, 78 coins, 91 coins, or 112 coins. Which one?
That's a good question. I hope you're prepared to sit here for hours.
Yeah, I'm prepared. I think I remember how this puzzle is done, so I don't take any credit for being able to solve this.
Again, this is also questions for 6-year-old, and I feel like...
Yep. This is great. Are you smarter than a 6-year-old? This is the question.
Well, that's always been the funny thing about that show.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Is that it's never the point, right? It's always like, they always give them things that are like relevant to different age groups.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, you know, back when I was watching that show when I was a kid, I was like, oh yeah, fucking of course it's that shit. Yeah. But watching it these days, it's like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Those are not 5th grader questions at all. You just have a 5th grader answering, like, yeah. You're looking up what I think you're looking up? I hope so.
Yes.
I hope so. Periodic table. Oh, look at that.
There's no way I could have done this off the top of my head. I'm terrible at this. Platinum is 78, right? Yeah, it's 78. Okay.
Yay! You did it!
So proud of myself for being an idiot.
Have you picked the right one? Correct.
Awesome, Ava. Why? Why is it 78 coins? Platinum is better than gold, then why does gold get more coins? Number of coins you get is always the same as the atomic number of the prize. Copper is 29, silver is 47, and gold is 79. And by the way, platinum is 78, so the platinum prize gets you 78 gold coins. Aunt Ava, you're incredible. Dad once told me that Aunt Ava was an enthusiastic studier and really, really smart, even back when she was in school. Even Georgia Nichan, her son, is smart, so Aunt Ava must be really incredible. Still, that was a pretty nasty riddle to choose. You should have at least given one that Angie could understand.
You did give me permission to show her the hardest question I've got.
That's right. You said it yourself. That's why we got a puzzle that was too hard for me. Is it my fault? Sorry, Angie-chan.
Yes.
But look, we got a medal, so please forgive me. We got another medal. Just how many have we gotten so far? We still have a lot left to get. Next up is Shannon.
Yay, we got a medal. I'm so excited. Look how many we've got. We're like 10.
Mine isn't that hard, so you can relax.
After all, you managed to think it up. Oh!
You're making fun of me. Do you want to have a go at it too, Cannon-kun?
Bring it on. Oh my goodness.
Sounds like you'll be able to understand it this time, Angie-chan. I'll stick to giving hints again. Okay, I'll do my best. I'll solve it. Another medal for me.
Okay.
Let's go then. Listen carefully. My throat is really dry.
Get a drink. Although you have to read this out, even though this is a very simple puzzle. It seems at least.
Probably.
You wanna read out in Shannon's voice?
Y is white chocolate. W is white chocolate. P is pepper jack cheese. A is anchovy pizza. O is lemonade. And question mark is black coffee. What letter does the question mark stand for?
Yay! You're doing these in their voices if it kills me.
Right, okay.
Sir. What do you think, my dude?
I'm very confused by what the pictures are all meant to be.
It's all the different
Is that the
things.
pizza and that the chocolate?
I think, well, hold on. Anchovy pizza has to be the bottom right.
It has to
and
be.
the black coffee has to be the middle one. The right has to be the lemonade. Then we just got the cheese and the white chocolate.
Very confusing.
I don't know which is the cheese and which is the chocolate. I guess it's gonna be a big round block of cheese, right? But then, no. But why would that be white chocolate? Oh, that's so confusing.
Who knows?
I don't fucking know.
Anyhow, it can't be B because otherwise lemonade wouldn't be O.
I think the one on the left has to be the chocolates. They have to be like little chocolates all stacked high.
Maybe?
I don't know. It's definitely not pizza or any of the other ones.
Yeah,
I think we got a top-down view of the top cheese there. Anyway, good luck!
Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, I see.
What is it?
It's because all of the others are duplicated, right?
Okay.
Am I right? A is used, W is used, O is used. Well, B and I guess.
Ask your neighbor?
I guess? I don't understand the pattern, though, is the problem. What makes lemonade O?
Oh. You tell me. You're the one answering the riddle.
I don't know, let's go ask our neighbor. I don't get it. What do the letters mean?
Could it be the first letter of each word?
That's what I thought at first. White chocolate starts with W, pepper jack starts with P, and anchovy starts with A. But then how do you explain lemonade being O? Do you get it? It's about letters. Spelling out big words like that is hard. You don't need to know how to spell any hard words. If you and Ava somehow work together, I know you'll be able to solve it. Don't you have any more hints? I do. I'll teach you the letters for some other foods. First, watermelon is W. For P, how about picante potatoes? Albacore is an A. Orange lime sherbet would probably be an O. What?
What do you think, my dude?
I don't know.
Tuna is an A. Orange lime sherbet would be an O. Watermelon is W.
It really does sound like the first letter is the key, but then how do you explain lemonade being O? I love W foods. Cookies and cake are W, right? What? That's right. Wait, no, fuck, wrong voice. I'm too busy.
So it isn't the first letter after all.
What's going on? Is the W group about desserts? Watermelon isn't a dessert. P is picante potatoes and pepper jack cheese. A is anchovy pizza and albacore tuna. And O is lemonade and orange lime sherbet. Just what are these groups? I sort of get it, but I sort of don't. It's a little annoying. One last thing. I'm sure your parents didn't let you drink coffee, but you do know it's supposed to taste. I had a little once. I thought it was going to be sweet, so I was really surprised. I'll never drink it again. I've got it. Angie-chan, thank you. Thanks to you, I've probably figured it out. What? I am not following in the slightest.
Good luck.
I feel like it's very obvious, but I'm also just tilted off the face of the planet.
I'll be honest, I know what the answer is, but I don't at all remember what how the riddle
is?
works. No, like I know why the answer is the answer, but I don't understand any of the other things. I'll probably explain in a little bit more detail afterwards, but I'm like, oh yeah, I get that, but I don't know about those other ones. I don't really understand those other ones so much, but I get the answer. I know what the answer is.
What the fuck is pepper jack cheese?
I don't know.
And what was the other P example?
And the problem with food is that once you eat it, then
What
you've
was
eaten
the
it.
other P example we got?
You know, you can't like re-eat pepper jack cheese, you know.
What? I don't even know what it is.
Actually, I think I just realized, but I'm not gonna say anything. I think you're overthinking it.
Probably. As we've been over, this is my weakness in riddles. Just what are these groups?
I don't fucking know. You know, in the manga, it's a little different because there's no interactive element. They're
Yeah.
a game of hide and seek.
Uh-huh.
And Canon and Shannon's like found position because they find all the different characters like in the cupboard and like in
Yeah.
different rooms and things. Canon and Shannon's thing is that they find them and they're splattered with fake blood, like pretending to be dead. And he was like, "What the hell are you doing? Play dead? The kids hide and seek here." Like, well, we thought that if you never found us alive, it wouldn't count. Which is just fantastic.
So stupid.
Considering their role in the games.
White chocolate pepper jack cheese. Actually,
I think they get them by tickling them.
I'm confused. Because it'd be sweet, spicy,
Maybe.
sour, and then
Don't worry about A.
and then bitter.
Ignore A.
Okay, I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna lock in I. But what the fuck is A?
Wait,
what is
I?
A?
Wait. Oh, right.
Bitter.
It's the second letter. Yeah. There you go.
See, Andrew Jan, think about the taste of all these foods. How does white chocolate taste?
Wasn't the contraction of skin cells and other body tissues? What?
What?
What the hell is astringent? Anyway.
Hi. We've probably cut a lot, but we've been
Yeah.
debating
Just put a montage
debating
in.
the taste of food,
I know.
and I
I had to kind of
disagree.
help. I had to give you way too much help, unfortunately.
I have to disagree with the decision here.
Uh-huh.
Sweet or whatever.
Pepper jack cheese.
What the fuck is
Yeah,
pepper
it's
jack
spicy.
cheese? Spicy. Okay.
It's spicy. It's pepper.
Never had pepper jack cheese. Then what about anchovy pizza and lemonade?
I see. So that's what this is.
Anchovies are salty. Really? Good to know. Didn't know that. Lemonade is sour. Disagree. I would say it is sweet.
I would say sour, and I would agree with salty too. I never had anchovies, but I can imagine with the fish. They're fish from the sea, from the salty sea. They taste salty. That's how fish work.
I wouldn't describe lemonade as sour.
I would. Well, you even have the wrong lemonade then.
Do the letters match the tastes? That's right. The second letter of sweet is W, second letter of spicy is P, and salty is A, and sour is O. So what does black coffee taste like? Bitter. Exactly. And the second letter of bitter is... Wait, when did you drink coffee? Nice job. You got it right, Ava Summer and Angie Summer. And Ava, you're so awesome. We have to work together to solve that one. It's a team effort. And here's my medal. Please take it. Alright, I got another medal. Oh god, voices. I can't do voices.
Voices, it's okay. We just gotta focus
so
on the
fucking confusing.
quizzes. Take priority over voices.
You didn't get it, did you, Canon-kun? I'll bet it was hard.
Not bad coming from you, Nay-san.
Why don't you try saying sorry for making fun of you? If you don't, I'll call your meals O and I. O is one thing, but eating I all the time would be awful. I want to eat W all the time. Careful, you'll get cavities, but if you ever come to my house to play, I'll be more than willing to share. Yay! I love you, Aunt Ava. In the end, Cannon caved under the threat of cooking eye cooking,
yeah.
and was forced to apologize to Shannon.
Rude. Rude.
Fuck this shit. I'm so bad at riddles.
That's okay.
I'm still having fun.
That was a pretty bad riddle. Like, that was incredibly...
It was subjective.
I
It was a
mean,
subjective riddle.
I don't know about that. I could look up the taste of lemonade right now and tell you that
Go
it's
for it.
sour. Let's
Taste
do
of
it.
lemonade.
Let's do it. Taste of lemonade.
I won't deny that lemonade is sour.
Lemons are sour.
But I would describe it as sweet first.
Taste.
If it was lemons, I would agree with bitter first.
Wait, you mean if it was lemons, you'd agree with sour first?
Sorry, with sour first.
It should not be confused with the popular Sprite, a lemon lime flavored soft drink. Distinctive pink color, apparently. What?
What?
What does lemonade taste like? Hold on. I found the Wikipedia page for lemonade.
Excellent.
Most lemonade varieties can be separated into two distinct types, cloudy and clear. Each is known simply as lemonade or a cognate in countries where dominant. What? What is this information? Why would you do this? No! No, go back. There was a question on Google that was just, what does lemonade taste like? Just go back one page. Don't throw my phone!
I dropped your phone.
Don't drop my phone either.
That's all for our puzzles. Did you enjoy them?
Should taste like freshly squeezed lemons. Tartness! Bright sour acidity is essential to make lemonade refreshing. There you go. Tartness is how they would describe lemonade.
Tartness.
Well, because we're talking about like the 6...
So it's an A then! So Shannon was wrong!
Oh shit. But we're not talking about tartness. We're talking about the 6 basic types of flavor. Even though I'm pretty sure that was debunked as horseshit. Because they had the whole thing about how different parts of your tongue taste different flavors.
It's a load of shit.
And then it's a load of shit.
It's a load of shit.
You're a load of shit.
Yeah, thanks.
It seems the others still have some brain twisters waiting for you. Please be careful.
Good point. Everyone left looks like there'll be a challenge.
Oh boy.
But we'll win. We can do it if we work together. That's right. Let's
left?
combine our wits and move on.
Oh my goodness. We have the best puzzle coming up soon.
Goodbye, and good luck. I'm...
You okay?
It's alright.
Yeah. Shannon and Cannon returned to the kitchen with the serving cart. The dining hall was filled with such an exciting and fun atmosphere, but out here in the corridor, one was reminded of the fierce winds and the rain.
It's very interesting how all of these, like, side scenes have had themes that were introduced with Angie in episode 4.
Yep. But they were satisfied with this. The whole point of this noisy farewell party was to forget the loneliness of the rain for just a little bit.
So we've reached the end of this long game.
I feel relieved. Finally, we won't have to be toys for anyone else. I'd like to be quietly forgotten, to get covered with dust and vanish.
You're wrong. We aren't going to vanish like that. In the world locked inside the cat box, our future will continue unknown to anyone.
You're right. Sorry. That's a world that even we can't know about, so I forgot.
So what kind of future will we make for ourselves in the cat box world?
I don't know. That's why it's called a cat box.
Good point.
Don't you have any regrets, Nay-san? About George Summer, for instance. Receiving that ring is all you can do for George Summer. As for marriage, living together, and all the rest.
Our future is inside the cat box. Our future inside the cat box is what will make all that come true, isn't it? I'm not the only one. It's the same for you, right? What about a future for you and Milady Jessica?
I
could break off my engagement with George Summer, then leave the island and disappear. A future is also possible for me. In that world, you wouldn't have to hesitate for my sake. You can enjoy your youth to the fullest with Milady.
If you gave up on your engagement with George Summer, a sort of world might be possible.
So, since it's a cat box, the world where I spend my life with George Summer and the world where you spend your life with Milady can both exist at the same time.
It's a world where any contradicting dreams can exist at once.
That's a world we'll put away in its pieces. So there's no need to be lonely, no need to be sad. Even though the me here right now can only observe the part where I accept George Summer's ring. The other me who lives in a cat box in a world I cannot witness will surely build a happy life in the future. The cat box is such a strange thing, a place where any pieces and toys and dreams can be kept. It's no cage sealing us in. On the contrary, being inside the cat box means being free from everything in countless worlds.
A world where we're free from everything, and yet where all of our wishes come true. However, the me in that world won't be the me here and now. That's a bit depressing.
Hey, Cannon-kun.
Yes?
Let's do it.
Do what?
Let's have a duel.
Are you sure?
We both wish we'd settled this much sooner, and yet we've put it off until the last moment just before the game is going to end.
Sure. The game is nearly over anyway. Now, at the very end, it's time for us to settle things by ourselves.
That way we'll be able to see our future before we're put away in the cat box.
Sure. Let's do it. How will we decide it? A coin? Or with pistols again?
In that case, why don't we have our own quiz tournament?
Huh? You're really getting into this.
Okay then, first question. And back to torturing me with puzzles.
I'm gonna give Angie a really hard one. I'll trick her with my extra hard puzzle and make sure she never gets my medal.
I'll solve it, I'll definitely solve it.
Oh boy, as soon as Marie and Angie crossed gazes, they started fighting. The two girls, so close in age, were really good friends, but they also fought a lot. Especially when they were opponents in a game.
Maria-chan probably knows a ton of different quizzes. This should be interesting, let's have it.
Not now. I'm the star, so I'll go after Mama.
Really? You sure it's okay for me to go first?
Yeah!
Then let's begin. Ready?
The best puzzle. Read it out. Read it out.
Ryukishi! Kansas is about to explode. There's only 1 hour left until the explosion. Rosa can make it to the stack of ingots in the underground VIP room in 3 minutes. However, the ingots are heavy, so she can only carry 1 out at a time. Furthermore, it takes her 5 minutes to carry it up to the surface. She starts at the surface and goes back and forth between the surface and the underground VIP room. So how many ingots can Rosa carry out of the underground VIP room?
Oh my god.
Is this just a math puzzle?
I mean, up to you.
There's only 1 hour left.
So you want to reread that question again to make sure you understand the question?
No, I think I will pick 7 and move on.
Wait! What? No! Don't. Why would you pick 7?
Well, because one would not read the question, Ben, and learn that she in fact only had to carry them out of the room.
Yes. That's the question, in fact.
It is in fact the question.
How many could she carry out of the room? In fact, I feel like you could get a lot more just out of the room if she wasn't trying to get them to the surface also.
That's true.
I feel like you could get pretty much all of them out of the room.
That's probably why I didn't go with that in the first place, because I was like, yeah, you could just fucking run them in and out the door, but then why would it end?
That's
why
a great
would the
question.
total end? Anyhow, this is such a fucking adorably ridiculous question.
It's a good question. It's my favorite one out of all of them, I think. Or the mackerel one was pretty good.
Fuck the mackerel one.
Well, this is not maths.
8 ingots. Oh, you sure? Takes 8 minutes to carry each ingot to the surface, right? 8 times 8 is more than 60. That's right. The question was how many can you carry out of the room? Rose only has to take 1 step out of the room to carry it out. Nice going, Angie-chan. All those puzzles have really warmed you up good.
She's so smart.
So smart, just like us.
Good work, 6-year-old girl.
Well done.
Are you smarter than a 6-year-old girl? Angie, that fits so much better. Are you smarter than a 6-year-old Angie? There you go, done. Done.
That's right, to do 7 trips you need 8 times 7 equals 56 minutes.
No math.
Only 4 minutes left, however you can make it back to the underground room in 3 minutes, then carry out the 8th ingot in the last minute.
Not bad, Angie. Nice one. Ooh.
I'm not gonna lose to you, Marione-chan. Congratulations, here's my medal. Now you can try the puzzle Maria picked out just for you. There's gonna be so much editing involved in these two videos.
Yeah.
Probably gonna end up stitching them together as one, honestly.
Oh my god.
But
so
we spent so much time waiting and thinking.
I'm so happy. I'm happy for Maria that they would use this particular song.
Let's go.
So, it's finally my turn. You took so long on my most easy puzzle that I got a little worried. There's no way you'll ever solve this one!
I've got Aunt Eva with me and we'll solve it together.
Impossible, impossible, impossible! Even Aunt Eva can't solve this one. Wolves and sheep puzzles are incredibly hard.
What did I say?
I don't know what else to
What
expect.
did I say?
From a handbag even, Maria pulled out a wolves and sheep puzzle book that was worn out, well used, and had a majestic feel to it, like a grimoire. You know what a wolves and sheep puzzle is, right?
I can't wait for the twist. I know. You show me those all the time. The puzzle's about using a boat to take everyone from one shore of a river to the other. They usually have a few bizarre rules. When there's wolves and sheep, you can't let the number of wolves on either shore get bigger than the number of sheep, right?
Yeah, that's right. Send a boat back and forth, moving everyone to the other side while making sure that there are never more wolves than sheep. But the ones with just wolves and sheep are the simplest, easiest, players, beginners, basic practice puzzles.
When you get to the higher levels, you have many other things than wolves and sheep. It's pretty clever. Should we write this down on a piece of paper? Good idea. That'll definitely make it easier for you to sort out your thoughts.
Here we go.
Sounds like this puzzle will be a handful.
There's no way you're getting my medal, Angie.
I won't lose. I'm not gonna lose.
Alright. You must use a 2-passenger boat to carry each person to the opposite bank of the river. On the near bank there is a peasant, his wife, a shepherd, a sheep, a cow, some meat and some vegetables. All of these count as 1 passenger on the boat. The boat can only be rowed by the peasant, his wife, or the shepherd. If the wife is with the shepherd while the peasant isn't around, they run away together. If the shepherd is near the meat when both the peasant and his wife are not around, he'll eat it. If the sheep is near the vegetables when the shepherd isn't around, he'll eat them. If the cow is near the vegetables when none of the humans are around, he'll eat them. It's a lot of trouble to unload the meat, so once it's been unloaded once, it can't be unloaded again. The vegetables are easily bruised, so they can only take one ride on the boat. Can you achieve the objective in the smallest number of steps? And we've got some nice little ranges. So it's not like, how many exact ranges would it, how many turns would it take? But this is helpful. It's helpful. These answers are helpful.
Wait.
Yeah?
Is this a trick question?
What do you mean? Why would it be a true question?
Because it says you have to carry each person to the opposite bank of the river.
What do you mean? I don't see what the problem is.
This is a really nasty problem. Can it really be solved? Is there some trick to it, like throwing things into the river without using the boat, or making the cow eat the vegetables so they can be carried as one passenger? Well, who knows? If that's as far as you can go, maybe you should give up, right?
This one's really hard. Even Mama couldn't solve it, but I solved it on my first try.
So do you get it? How many trips does it take to get every person across? This isn't a cheap trick or a riddle, right? There's no way you can solve this straightforwardly, right?
No, that's not true. I'm sure you get it, Nasan, smart as you are. Oh, wait.
That was Rosa.
Oh, I was gonna say, why don't you talk? Why don't you continue it?
That's not true. I'm sure you get it, Nasan. Smart as you are, how many trips does it take to get every person across? I've got it. 3 trips.
Yay.
3? How? It's easy. The peasant and his wife get on the boat, then the wife gets dropped off on the other side in the first move, and the peasant takes the boat back and in the second move. Then he crosses with the shepherd in the third move. But what about the cow and the sheep? What about the meat and the vegetables?
No, fuck that noise.
But Avert said to take every person across, right? Those other things aren't people. As Aunt Ava's mouth flopped open, Aunt Rosa started applauding. After clicking her tongue, Maria Onechan joined in. That's right. The question just asked how many moves it would take to move each person across. The animals and luggage never had anything to do with it.
They only got it because you kept saying every person over and over again, Mama. Ew.
Yeah, Aunt Rosa probably had probably said it so much as sort of a hint. Without that, even I wouldn't have figured it out. Come on, I was totally taken in. That was a mean question. Go on, Maria. Give Angie-chan her medal.
Ew.
Whining like an unhappy dog, she reluctantly handed the medal over. I grabbed it and started jumping around like a happy dog. More dogs!
Yay.
As Maria Onechan smiled at me from behind, her face was bright like a big sister's. We got one medal.
We're so close.
I'm so done with this. I was having fun, but it's just become a chore.
Okay.
I'm kidding, I'm still enjoying myself.
Literally the worst.
That's the end of our riddles. Let's play again sometime, okay?
Next time, I'll have a really nasty puzzle. It's even harder. One so hard that even I couldn't solve it. It's not hard. What? No, who said that?
Not even hard. No way, I'm not playing with Maria Onechan anymore. Look, Angie-chan. Your parents are waving at you, so let's go. See you later, Rosa. Sure, later, Angie-chan. There aren't too many people left with puzzles for you. Keep it up until the end. Make sure you keep cheering her on, Nasan. Of course. We got all these medals by working together, right? Yeah. Oh god, these voices are killing me.
Yep.
We dashed away, Dad and Mom are waving at me from over there. I'm sure they've thought up some problems. Mean problems, rather. Still, they have to be easier than Maria Onechan's. I hate Maria Onechan, she's such a meanie.
Damn right she is.
Just the worst.
Oh my god. We've been recording for an hour and 10 minutes. This is gonna turn to like 10. Ariel! You played too much of that puzzle. Well, I wanted to play with Angie a lot. If it was an easy one, she'd solve it right away, right? You really love Angie, don't you? I hate her. She made fun of you and called you a stuffed animal. Maria pouted as she said this, but her expression didn't match her words at all. I hope Angie finds happiness. I'm sure she will. After all, look at all the people here wishing for her happiness. And now, Battler's the game master and he set up this final game just for Angie. After all this, there's no way she won't be happy. Still, even though anyone can make happiness appear, you can only ever grasp it for yourself. That's right. That kid is really bad at finding fragments of happiness. Even though we tried to teach her how, she's been covering her ears for 12 full years. This game might be much harder for Angie than Battler thinks. I'm sure Angie will find happiness. Yeah, if she really does enjoy herself at this party, that itself might be the greatest lesson we can teach her now. Angie is the girl who doesn't believe and says that everything is a trick, no matter what magic is shown to her. 12 years in the future, that girl will become the last person to inherit Bitch's name. At one point in time, that kid understood my white magic. Yeah, and she understood me too. She even summoned all the 7 sisters and understood magic itself, and yet she still can't use magic on herself. Let us believe, just as Battler did once in the past. Better. It is easy to cast magic on others, and believing in other people's magic is not so difficult. The hardest thing is casting magic on yourself. Is that something Angie can do? She can. Even Battler managed to understand magic. Of course, his little sister will be able to do the same. You're right. There are some kinds of magic that we can only see when we're kids, and there are some things that only adults can understand. Right now, Angie's between the two of those.
Is it obvious we're exhausted?
Sorry. Look, it's almost 8 p.m. and I need to leave soon. She's lost the magic of children, but she has yet to understand the magic of adults. It's the most painful period of one's life. It's so sad that she didn't have anyone close to her at a time like that. That's not true. We're always by that kid's side. She just doesn't believe it. Angie, please, realize that quickly. There are so many people smiling at you from behind, watching over you. If you just turn around, we'll be able to smile so much more, and talk to you so much more. You're Angie Beatrice, the final witch of Marriage Saucier. Even if you aren't able to do the right thing in the end, I pray that you can at least enjoy yourself tonight. Have fun, Angie. So long. The time we spent together feels so long, yet so short. Even so, for me, those memories are eternal. Oh my goodness. We only have 4 characters left, right? I think so. We have 15 medals, right? Or 14. We got... who's left?
We got the 3 cousins.
Oh, we still got the 3 cousins. I forgot about them. Oh. Okay. How's it going, Angie? Did you get a ton of medals?
I wonder how many it is now. Me too. Let's count them later, okay? TLDR, we couldn't be bothered to script it.
It seems you've been given quite a few puzzles already.
Yeah, once I get to your puzzles, I think only the cousins are left.
Is that so, huh? Alright, it's time to take a shot at Mom and Dad's puzzles. I'll warn you, they're gonna be hard.
Everyone says the same thing, we just keep on solving them. Yeah, we'll get those medals together.
That's the spirit. Okay, I guess I'll go first.
Read it out, boy.
There were 3 girls. Miyoko says, I'm the oldest. Satoko says, Rika isn't the oldest. Rika says, Miyoko is a liar. Nipa. Only the oldest of the 3 girls are speaking the truth, so who is the oldest? Miyoko, Satoko, and Rika. This is literally the easiest of all the puzzles.
It is.
Yeah.
So...
Rika.
Rika,
Yeah.
okay.
Rika is the oldest. Oh my goodness.
Rika. That's right. Nice job, Angie-chan. How to imagine a smart girl being related to an adult of a father?
Yeah, sorry for being an adult. Nice going, Angie. Did you think of all the combinations?
Yeah, if Miyoko's the oldest, then what Satoko says is true. Only the oldest person is supposed to tell the truth, so that doesn't make sense.
That's right. Then what if Satoko is the oldest?
If she is, then Rika would be telling the truth when she says Miyoko's a liar, which doesn't work. So Rika has to be the oldest.
Good job. Here's my medal for you. Congrats. Thanks, Mom. Angie says thanks, Mom. Oh my god, you really are done with this.
I'm so done with this.
Ugh.
Rudolph is up next. I wonder what sort of puzzle he has for us.
Well, I guess I'll do a live puzzle too. Let's crank it up a notch this time. This time, Miyoko, Satoko, and Rika all wear masks. None of them know who's who. We'll have them write on paper so no one can recognize the voices of the others. The girl on the right says the girl in the middle is Miyoko. The girl in the middle says the girl on the left is Miyoko. The girl on the left says the girl on the right is Satoko. Of these 3, Miyoko is speaking the truth. However, Satoko and Rika aren't necessarily lying. So, who are the 3 girls from right to left? Left to right, even. I misspoke. My bad.
Well, the 2 on the right and the middle can't be Miyoko because she'd know who herself is, right? The girl on...
Well, yeah.
Hold on.
Makes sense to me.
Wait, hold on. I fucked myself up in the head.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's absolutely correct. So neither of The right or the middle are Miyoko.
So Miyoko is on the left.
Miyoko to the left, and she's telling the truth.
And she's telling the truth, so Satoko's on the right. So Miyoko, Rika, Satoko, right?
That sounds right. Satoko, but yeah.
Sure. Oh wait, we forgot to record the Oscar and Ava section. Whoops.
No!
Tragic.
You monster!
I know who Miyoko is. She's on the left. After all, the girls in the middle and the one on the right both say someone else is Miyoko. If they were Miyoko, they couldn't lie and say that someone else is Miyoko. That's right. Miyoko's supposed to be honest. So when someone says that someone else is Miyoko, they can't be her. So since the middle one and the right one are Miyoko, the left one automatically is. And since Miyoko speaks the truth, then it's also true that the kid on the right is Satoko. Which means the only kid left, the one in the middle, is Rika. Perfect.
You sold it like it was nothing. Angie really outsmart like your mom.
Dad rubbed my cheek and hugged me.
Yay! We're so close to the end. That's all for our puzzles. Listen up, Angie. Life will lead you through countless puzzles. Aunt Ava is here to help you out, so it's okay to rely on her. However, you'll have to solve most problems in life by yourself. When that happens, you must remember the advice you've gotten from those who have helped you in the past.
Okay, I get it.
Ava-san, take care of Angie.
Yes, of course. Even though the cousins were the only ones who hadn't given us puzzles, Mom spoke as though I was leaving on a long, long trip. Weird. Let's go, Angie-chan. The game will be over soon. I wonder what Grandpa will give us for getting all these medals. Me too. Still, we've already gotten many things that are far more wonderful than that prize. What do you mean? I've had a lot of fun talking to you like this, Angie-chan. I don't get it. You're weird. Such a fucking kid response.
You're weird.
I'm sorry, let's go then. Now, all that's left are the cousins and Beatrice, I guess. Oh, we're doing Beatrice as well? Okay.
Mm-hmm. She's a guest here. How dare you discount Beatrice as a person on the island?
How dare
you
I?
monster.
I'm a monster.
What is it? Why did you tell me to come over here? Is this something to do with Angie? No, that's not it. Rudolph put a cigarette in his mouth and toyed with his lighter. Though he should have done this easily, he somehow managed to mess up several times. I wanted to take this to my grave. No, to hide it away in a cat box. If I just kept my mouth shut until tomorrow night, I'd be able to do that. It'd be easy. I might be killed tonight. That's what I want to talk about. I knew it. I knew you were hiding something. Did you? Yeah. Yes, I still need more practice.
Are we finally gonna find out what he wanted to talk about, goddammit?
If it wasn't about Angie, then who is it about? You aren't talking about Asimo-san, right? It's about Butler. It comes to the same thing. I've tried to behave as an adult towards Butler-kun, right? Even though he's Asimo's son, I've tried to treat him the same as Angie. I do think of him as a child from our family, so don't worry. He's not just a kid in our family. He's my kid and yours. I'm sorry, but you'll have to let me draw the line there. You don't get it. He's my kid. And yours. What? You didn't have a stillbirth. Asimo did. Back then, when I was double-timing the two of you, I got myself stuck and couldn't find a way out. You don't mean... Asimo and I were married. You and I were cheating. Then, Asimo had a stillbirth and you gave birth. My head was a mess with it all. The sin Rudolph committed when his mind was at its most chaotic was to switch the two babies. I was even better off financially back then. I was young and I didn't give a damn about what lengths I went to. I threatened the hospital while slapping them with money and I switched your kid with Asimo's. If Carrie had a child, Rudolph would have to maintain two households. However, if Carrie had a stillbirth and the child who survived was Asimo's, that would settle everything. The stillbirth might even have given him a chance to break off his relationship with Kyrie. It was a grave sin, one that simply couldn't be forgiven as an act of youthful enthusiasm and immaturity. That's why I should be apologizing to all three of you. I forced Asimo to raise a kid that wasn't hers. That woman wasn't anywhere near as generous and accepting as she looked. There's a chance you figured it out, however. She raised Bella, who loved her as a mother, with all the affection she had. And in Kyrie and Butler's cases, he had to atone for an even greater sin. He stole every moment of everyday family life that they should have shared as mother and son. Until this very day, Curie had believed that Battler was Asimu's child. Though she had acted kindly towards him on the surface, she had always kept a distance in her heart between herself and Asimu's son. Finally, Rudolph's conscience had been unable to bear seeing her like that. But, Curie sank into a couch, unable to speak. Feel free to curse me. In fact, I couldn't complain if you killed me where I stand. That's how horrible my sin against you is. This is the secret I want to confess before the cat boss closes over us. Battler-kun. I'm so sorry, Curie. And you, Battler. So there you go.
I don't know if people were expecting a reaction out of me for that, but it's like, yeah, nah.
I mean, it's true.
It makes
right?
sense.
There's the confirmation, though.
As far as I was told, as far as I was concerned, that's what we were told in episode 4.
Yeah.
But here we are getting the straight up version of it.
Explicit answers, right?
Yeah.
We're getting the wrap up of all these characters and their conflicts.
Yeah.
In a sense, as best we can.
Come to think of it, we've already gotten through a ton of puzzles. Yeah, now there's only George Oni-chan, Jessica Oni-chan, Battler Oni-chan, and Beatrice left.
Oh, they're finally here.
We could hardly wait. Thought you might have forgotten about us.
While still in literally the same room. Finally, we challenged George Oni-chan and Jessica Oni-chan. Sorry to keep you two waiting. So, do you think up some incredibly hard ones for us?
We decided to give you one puzzle together.
My, even one riddle from this pair sounds challenging.
It's a special puzzle we made just for Angie-chan, so good luck.
I'll solve it, I'll definitely solve it.
Okay then, let's go. Suzuki-chan, let's set them out.
There you go.
Place 3 small colorful cubic boxes on the table.
2 of these are traps. The other has a medal inside.
Angie-chan, do you think you can guess which one has the medal in it?
Not without a hint. I'll just be luck.
That's right. So far, this is just a test of luck with 3 choices. In other words, your odds of winning are 1 in 3.
George, this isn't a quiz. It really is just a test of luck.
The puzzle comes later. Let's continue.
Is this about to be the Monty Hall problem?
Okay, Angie. What? Voices. Okay, Angie, which of these has a medal inside, do you think? Just say the first one pops into your head.
Red box, a blue box, and a green box. There's no way to know which one is in it. Fuck. Can't do the language and the words right now. This really is a test of luck. In this way, this is even worse than a hard puzzle. After all, if you solve a hard puzzle, you'll always be right. But in the very beginning, I picked the almond with a 1 in 15 chance. Compared to that, a 1 in 3 chance is 5 times easier to get.
Yay, math.
There's no point worrying about it. Might as well test my luck again. And this one.
The red box? Then let's set this box right in front of you. Wouldn't it be great if there was the medal inside? So let's start with a little warm-up. What's the probability of the medal being inside that red box?
1 in 3? That's right. If this really is a simple test of luck.
Are you sure, Angie? Are you absolutely sure you're happy with that red box?
Absolutely sure.
After all, we're going to make you open it in a second. If it's a trap, it'll be really scary.
Jessica Oni-chan grinned threateningly.
Are you happy with the red box? The medal might be in the blue box or the green box. Do you want to change your mind?
It's not fair for them to scare me like that, not after I've already made my choice. Here comes the Monty Hall problem, here we go. And I know, all of the boxes have the same probability of having a medal in them. Whether I try to open the red box or change my mind and try the blue or green boxes, the probability will be the same. So stick with your first choice is my motto. I'll stay with this red box, I won't change my mind, except for the Monty Hall problem. I'm happy with the red box, I'll bet on it.
That's the spirit, but seriously, the traps are terrifying. Why don't we show you just how scary they are?
Jessica Oni-chan laughed creepily, then opened the green box. And then, bang! Pumpkin monsters and ribbon came flying out of the box. It scared me a little. No, that's a lie. It scared me a lot. If that came flying out of the box I opened right in my face, I might fall to my knees and start crying.
Andrew, you sure you want the red box? Something really scary might come flying out, okay? You sure you don't want to switch out the blue box?
I'm not scared. I'll stick with the red box.
You're going a bit overboard, Jessica-chan. So, one of the boxes is now gone, and there's only 2 left. This is where the puzzle starts, Angie-chan.
You mean which box is the medal in?
We have the red box that's been sitting in front of you the whole time, and the blue box here in front of me, which has a high probability of having a medal inside it. That's the puzzle. Yeah, we're not reading that out. We've already... Look. Do you know how this... It is the multi-hole problem.
It is the multi-hole
Do you know how
problem.
it works? Because I don't remember.
Well, basically, the proof for the multi-hole problem is mathematical.
Of course it is. Let's do math on the recording.
So it's a 33% chance when you start. But then when you've already chosen, the probability doesn't then become 1 in 2.
Yep.
It becomes 2/3, 1/3
Right.
in favor of switching,
Yep.
which is the blue box, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the odds are better for the blue box.
And why is that?
Well, I just sorta... Think back to the 15-slice cake that you found the almond in. There was only one almond, the odds of winning were 1 in 15, right? Yeah, 1 in 15. I figured that out when the cake first appeared. I thought that waiting for a lot of people to get the wrong ones would make my chances for winning higher. But in the end, no matter when I ate my slice, the odds were still 1 in 15. Still, Angie-chan, what if the servants were also having cake and it started with 20 slices? Huh? What? This is a party, right? It's not fair that the servants don't get any cake, don't you think?
Yeah.
So let's say it was originally a 20-slice cake. Servants took out 5 slices, then redecorated as a 15-slice cake and let you choose a slice. If so, what would your chances of choosing the right slice be? There really were 20 slices, and the chances would be 1 in 20.
Angie, that was... Okay, this is fine. That was narration.
Who cares? However, the servants know where the almond is, so they choose 5 slices for themselves that had no almonds. In other words, they removed the 5 losing slices. That would mean your chances of winning were 1 in 15, not 1 in 20. They took out the losing slice, so the odds would obviously go up.
This is you.
I was yawning, I'm sorry, it's late. Just now, Jessica-san did the same thing. Jessica-chan, why does he switch between the two honorifics? Jessica-chan removed one of the 2 boxes you didn't choose. In other words, the odds that the remaining box you didn't choose was the winner went up a bit, right?
I sort of get it, but not really.
If you remove a losing box, it's only natural that your chances of getting the right one go up. And just now, Jessica Onechan removed a losing box from the pair of boxes I didn't choose. So it doesn't make sense that my odds of winning with those boxes went up. Now I'm getting confused.
It's almost like the multi-hole problem's a load of shit.
Actually, you really are incredible, Angie-chan. Even though you're only 6, you're trying to understand posterior probability, a concept in probability theory. Probability really is interesting. I'm sure you'll like it when you get into high school and college. Go and enjoy studying it all you can. I'm sure it has no relevance to Umineko.
None.
My little head was already filled to the brim, for all that I had to beg Aunt Ava for an explanation. And Ava wore a bitter smile too. I bet she doesn't really get it herself. As we felt a sense of connection through this failure, we happily grasped the medals we wrangled out of them.
Yay, 2 medals in 1! You got
Wow.
2 medals!
I'm so glad that being frustrated in school finally
paid off.
finally paid off.
Angie-chan, could you come over here for a second? Actually, I just noticed that the portrait is not there in the background.
Was that the portrait angle?
I'm pretty sure that was the portrait room and there was no Beatrice's portrait.
Okay.
Anyway.
What is it, Giorgio Nichan? Giorgio Nichan and Jessica Onechan were calling me from the window. And Ava was talking with Mom and the others, and since it looked like they'd be a while, I went over to Giorgio Nichan and Jessica Onechan.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is, okay.
What?
Looks like the quiz tournament is almost over.
Yeah, there's only only Battler Onichan and Beatrice left. I'm starting to get sleepy.
I feel you. Ugh.
Get over yourself.
It's probably because of that adult drink I swiped from Dad. I felt floaty ever since I drank that. The floaty feeling keeps getting stronger and stronger, and I've been feeling sleepy for a while now. I gave a huge yawn.
Sleepy?
Yeah, if I had a sofa, I'd probably fall asleep.
I see. Then I guess it's almost time for this party to end.
Huh? Party will end if I fall asleep. I just wanted to take a nap, but everyone else kept having fun.
Was that puzzle just now a hard one?
Yeah, I still don't really get it, and I'm sleepy.
It's called posterior probability. That's what we call it when the probability of something changes because we learn or fail. Fail to learn some piece of information.
Did Giorgio Nichan call me all the way over here to lecture me on math?
No.
For some reason, I feel even sleepier now.
So, if we have 1 almond in 10 slices of cake, our chances of getting it are 10%. But what if we learn that those 10 pieces were chosen at random from 100 pieces.
Don't think the probability went from 1 to 10 in 1 in 100, right?
Absolutely nothing has changed about your slice of cake. Depending on whether you know or don't know a certain fact, the probability of your slice being a winner changes. Doesn't that sound strange?
It sounds hard, so I don't want to think about it.
Angie, please, just listen until the end. Oops.
Oops.
Man.
I'll take 5. We'll take 5.
Points?
Yeah, we'll take 5.
I guess so.
Because you couldn't tell.
I don't know. I had it in my mind that it might have been Jessica, but that's alright. Let's just keep going.
Nah, let's just keep going.
Jessica Oni-chan's voice grew a bit stern. As young as I was, I couldn't understand what all this was supposed to mean to me.
There's only one thing I want to tell you, so please, don't forget this.
What?
In the future, various bits of information will affect the slice of cake in your hands. By learning about those, the insides of your slice might change. Sometimes they'll change into things you want, but most likely, almost all of the changes will be bad ones.
The truth is always right there in your hands, Angie. Don't you think it's stupid to let it change around just because you hear other people talking? Just because they think the truth should be one thing or another?
The truth inside of you has been in your hands since the beginning. The nature of that truth is actually something you decide for yourself. You change it yourself depending on what you hear and what you refuse to listen to.
You probably don't get what we're saying, but you have to understand. Even if you can't understand when you're 6 years old, I'm sure you will once 12 years have passed.
With very serious expressions on their faces, they grasped my shoulders as they spoke. But I know what they're trying to tell me.
The truth that lies in your hands is not unchangeable. You'll be interfered with in many ways that'll make it change. So, if the truth in your hands is really important to you,
you need to protect it yourself. Don't forget it.
Aw. Bunch of sweet kids.
Next is Oni-chan and Beatrice's puzzles, and then I'm done.
Oh, really? Even though there are so many of us, it looks like it's finally over. And suddenly Herp is playing again.
How was it? Did you enjoy tonight's party?
Yeah, it was fun, but I think I'm a bit sleepy.
That's no surprise, considering how much we've been running around inside this one room.
I rubbed my eyes. Must have gotten really excited. Whenever I get excited, I'm always tired afterwards. Right now, I'd rather have a sofa to lie on than medals.
I've got a special puzzle just for you, but are you sure you want it? If you're sleepy, you can stop now.
No, I've come this far, so I'll keep going. Oni-chan and Beiro laughed at my yawn.
Looks like it's time to call it a day.
Indeed. Angie, let us leave my puzzle for later. It's too difficult to be solved by one with eyes as sleepy as that.
No way, I've come this far, and I also want Oni-chan's medal.
She says, falling asleep.
I'm just so sleepy.
Rip. What about the puzzles, though? Angie drifted over to a chair in the corner of the room and plopped down onto it. Then she closed her eyes and sat there like a doll. It didn't take long before the cute sound of her breathing in her sleep could be heard. When she saw that Angie was finally asleep, Beato spoke softly. Quiet, please, everyone. Angie fell asleep. When she spoke, the peaceful clatter that filled the room fell silent. Everyone looked down into Angie's sleeping face. Each of them wore an affectionate gaze as if they'd just watched a baby finally drift to sleep. Did Angie-chan have a good time? But of course, the feeling might not be as strong now, but one day she will surely remember tonight's party and understand how fun it was.
You're right. It was fun for us two, getting to play around with Angie-chan.
By this point, everyone was standing in a wide circle around Angie as she slept. Now that the guest of honor was asleep, this Halloween party had reached its conclusion.
So long, my granddaughter. I was so pleased to have this chance to play with you again after 12 years. Matters not if you forget everything about me. Remember me as an arrogant despot, but every now and then just try and remember how much I adored you.
She will remember. Angie-san, you have a long life ahead of you. Even after 12 years, there is still much for you to experience. I pray that you find this life meaningful and worthwhile.
You are the final grandchild and daughter of the Ashirmia family. All of us pray for your happiness.
Angie-chan, stay well. Happiness isn't something you find, it's something you make. And in fact, memories work the same way.
True. There are some things we only truly understand when we think back on them years later.
Make sure you remember my pretty face every now and then.
Let's flash him up on screen.
There it is. He's so happy to have that gun. Just having you remember us is the greatest memorial service we could ever have.
Oh, come on. It's not like we're dying. We're just going to the inside of the cat box, the other side of the curtain.
That's right. It's not even a curtain. It's just like we are now. Angie Chan's there sleeping away. The rest of us are right by her side, watching over her. We'll always be with her. All of them still wore warm smiles, but the sound of sniffling came from several places throughout the room. This party wasn't only for the girl who wasn't able to be here this day. It was also for all those people who weren't able to meet her here, who never had the chance to say goodbye. Angie, live life strongly. Our blood flows through your veins. They'll definitely bring you strength. Ivane-san, take care of our daughter. She's not honest with herself, and she'll often be selfish and short-tempered. She might be a pain all the time, but...
I'll make sure she finds happiness, as long as she wants it herself.
Angie-sama! He wakes her up immediately. It's okay if you forget my face, but please, at least, remember the taste of my cooking! Oh, and I won't ask you to remember all Kumasawa, but please, at least remember the taste of mackerel juice. Someone said, why'd you feed her that? And everyone laughed wryly.
Her face looks so cute sleeping there like that. She looks like an angel, just like her name.
She's not an angel, she's a witch. Angie's the final witch, Angie Beatrice.
I wonder if that magic will bring her happiness.
Will she become a white witch or a black witch? That's for Angie to choose. I've shown her both sides.
I'm sure a painful life lies ahead for you. You probably believe that you're all alone in this world. We'll always be there right behind you, cheering you on. Don't forget that.
Angie, don't forget. Yourself, your happiness, your fate, these are all things you create for yourself. Only you can choose them. No one else can give you them, and no one else can hide them from you. Don't forget that.
I'm sure your message reached her.
I hope so.
I'm certain the tale of the two of us will help Angie-sama understand.
Yeah.
Don't you have anything to tell her, George-sama?
I've already said all I wanted with that box puzzle.
That puzzle teach her something.
I don't know, but I do know that she's wise. I'm sure she'll learn something from it.
Angie-sama, I pray you're guided along the right path as you move towards the future.
One by one, they stepped forward and said words of farewell to Angie. Then, finally, Battler and Beata walked forward.
Angie, were you able to remember everyone, at least a little bit?
Of course, Angie didn't answer in her sleep, but Battler continued.
It's true that the Ashurmiyas are a strange family. They're super rich, and that's given rise to all sorts of rumors and stories. But that's all speculation made by people outside the island.
No one will blame you for forgetting these kind memories, young as you were, but even so, you must remember. It is not a sin to forget, but to not remember again is a sin.
All of us. Really happy to have you at this party. Right, everyone?
Everyone nodded at Battler's words. Everyone knew about the merciless and lonely life that awaited her. It was no longer possible for them to heal those wounds. If there was one thing they could do... it was to make her remember what a kind, fun family she once had. To remind her that both today and into the future, they would always care for her and watch over her. It goes without saying that this is an illusion. You cannot come to Rekenjima on October 4th, 1986. This whole party we shared was a magical illusion created by the Game Master Battler.
But you've remembered, right? You've remembered the truth about how kind everyone was and how much of a blast we all had at the family conferences, right?
Angie breathed softly in her sleep. Who knows if those words truly reached her?
And Ava. Take care of her.
Do you really think that I deserve to become her mother?
I do. Even though your own sadness was so unbearable. You tried so hard to be a mother for Angie.
But in the end...
It's okay. Angie, listen carefully.
Battler grasped Angie's hand, then took Ava's hand and joined the two hands together.
We know that a tragic fate leads to a future where you two hurt each other. It's a sad thing for Angie, and just as sad for Aunt Ava. Probably been cruel to ask you to open your heart to her. Likewise, it would have been cruel to ask Aunt Ava to keep on overcoming her sadness after being rejected.
Neither of you is at fault.
Even so, we have no right to tell you to forgive her. So we won't. Just try and understand. Doesn't matter how long it takes, how far into the future it happens. Just try and understand, Aunt Ava. And every once in a while, remember us.
I concur. And every once in a while, remember this merry, cheerful, attractive paragon of a woman and chant my name and praise 3 times every day. The relative smiled bitterly, apparently disagreeing with some of that last bit.
Apparently.
Eva softly stroked Angie's cheek and spoke one last time.
It's okay if you don't forgive your aunt, but it's true that I don't hate you. At least understand that.
Eva wiped her eyes and slowly stood up. Hideyoshi held her shoulder, and Rudolph and Kirie gathered around her too.
Genji-san, would you mind carrying Angie to somewhere she can lie down?
As you wish. Shall I take her to the guest house? It would be a little too sad to leave her there all alone.
You're right. Could you carry her to a sofa in the parlor? That way she'll be able to come back if she wakes up and feels like joining in again.
Genji gently lifted Angie up and carried her towards the parlor. Everyone continued to watch over her as she left.
Kaden. In the end, how many medals did Angie gather?
She got 17 medals.
I see. Then place this by her pillow.
Yes, as you wish. Genji carried Angie to the parlor and set her down on the sofa. Shannon quietly laid a warm blanket on top of her. Kaden placed a message card by her pillow, along with that thing Kinzo had handed them. The message card read as follows: "We'll all be with you, always, from the whole Ushiromiya family." And there, right by her pillow, was the gift from Kinzo, a Beatrice doll. She even unlocked the Princess Victorious.
There we go.
Angie, mumbling in her sleep, held it tightly against her cheek. "Let us go. We mustn't wake her." "Nei-san."
Yeah,
Shannon thought she saw something glittering silver near Angie's eye. The servants left and closed the parlor door. As Angie slept, she was wrapped in the soft sound of the rain. Surely she was reliving that fun evening once more in her dreams.
There we go.
Yay! There you go.
I suppose I should disclose, given how heavily these past 2 videos, or probably 1 video in the end, are going to be edited.
Yeah.
We stitched a bunch of it together.
Yep, I don't even know how it's going to look at the end. I'm scared.
It took a lot longer than you guys will see, but also nothing happened in the bits that you missed.
Look.
Nothing happened.
Fucking trick questions, man. They're a thing. Anyway.
The thing is I spotted it straight away. I just didn't want to pull the trigger on the answer.
Why not?
I don't know.
You could literally just reload the save if you got it wrong. Whatever. Anyway, wonderful chapter. We will see you all next time.
Yes, we will.